Vít Rakušan, a politician and former minister of the interior of the Czech Republic. The story goes like this. One summer day, Jal approached him on the street and asked a question about Alatra. He replied that they would look into it and reposted their joint photo on his social media. To be honest, for a long time I didn't want to add this minister to the map. It's obvious that Jal just used him and totally threw him under the bus. It was a complete setup. Jal was clinging to any straw and was ready to provoke anything. But let's be real here. There's a drug user, an ex-Satanist, sexual deviant suspected of pedophilia and fraud. And there's a minister of interior of a European country. The minister reposting their photo together on social media. You might say he didn't think of that. Of course he didn't. But what does "didn't think of that" mean? The pedophile and the minister of the interior appear together in public photos. An excited pedophile on the loose, while the minister's promising to deal with his enemies. This is what it actually looks like. Wild. Wild. Yes, Rakušan got mixed up in dirty business. But who's to blame? People are outraged and asking a legitimate question. Why has no investigation been launched yet? In Tanzania, it's already begun. There is a lawyer and a legal process underway. It's driven by the ambassador and the president's advisor, by the way. Nearly a year has passed. Why hasn't an investigation started in the Czech Republic? Who put the brakes on this? The Czech Republic, by the way, has signed the Lanzarote Convention. The name of this file was even mentioned recently in the United States Capitol during a conference of spiritual diplomats.
We had a story recently that Pastor Mark and I shared. This was a story of a man who was not a native of Tanzania. He had come from another beautiful country, and his name was Jakub Jahal from the Czech Republic. This man, whose infamous actions represents a modern-day cross-border rings.
Yet in the Czech Republic, there's still no reaction. Why? That is why Rakušan, for now, remains on the board. I hope it makes sense.